What is going on, guys? It is a cool 48 degrees here in Houston, so it's a pretty chilly one today. I know there's gonna be a lot of northerners like, that's not cold. Shut up, I don't want to hear it. Anyway, so yeah, I think everyone knows why we're here, but first check out that merch, man. Freaking Bryn Massey, got a little dirt on there, but Bryn Massey is freaking mastermind when it comes to design. So we got my Focus on there, we got the Explorer, and then of course we got my Prelude, which is chilling in the background in pieces. Red, white, and blue, America. These will be up on her site. Buy one, don't buy one. It'd be cool if y'all did. I think the design's awesome, but I'm probably biased, all right? So anyway, let's get to the point of why we're all really here. Here we have FenFab's billet arms. Now I helped, not necessarily design them, but I helped them make them, get the idea out there that we needed something better than what we have back there, which is some flimsy stamped steel that flexes. And then Steeda came out with their design, which is just a piece of billet that goes in between the OEM things to help reinforce that vertical link. That's a band-aid in my opinion, because realistically the bushings are just as soft as the actual piece of vertical arm. So really you're strengthening the vertical arm, but you're not doing anything for the bushings. So these are actually Durlin bushings versus the OEM soft rubber bushings. So these will perform a lot better, stiffen up, and you're getting a full replacement of that arm. Now this is going to take a little bit longer to install, and it just does come with these pieces. These are separate, right? So pull this out to see how the design works. It goes all the way through, and that's basically what slides into this end here. And then up top you have your mount here, but I'll show you how all that goes once we get it back here. So let me go ahead and get all the tools I need, because we're gonna get these installed today, and Friday we're gonna hit the track and see if they help, which they should. I have no doubt. So I think what we're gonna end up doing is selling these as a stop the hop kit. So you're gonna have these, the billet vertical arms, you're gonna have the bushing supports or the posi lock system, and then you're gonna have his toe arms. And those paired together, you should get virtually no wheel hop. Now, with just the posi lock system and his toe arms, on E50 leaving at 3,000 RPM on the trans brake, I was getting basically no wheel hop. Because before I had the posi lock system or the bushing supports, I felt like I was gonna snap an axle, even with the toe arm. On the track, I was getting some nasty wheel hop. So now, with this, again, we should absolutely eliminate every single wheel hop we have. Sure, rolling a jack across the concrete is louder than any car. I got some extra brakes. What I like to do is stick it under the front tire. Make sure that we're not gonna roll back when we jack up the rear. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jack up the whole rear in one go. And then obviously jack stands. We gotta take the tires off, so let's get the lug nut key, wherever the heck it is. All right guys, so again, where I like to jack mine up is just right beside the AWR mount, right on the differential, or on the actual rear subframe. And we're just gonna jack it all the way up, get both tires off the ground. And then I'm gonna leave the jack underneath it and put the, God dang. We're gonna put this under there to help support it, and we're just gonna leave it like that, because we're not gonna be in the middle of the car, we're gonna be on the outside. So this isn't gonna be in our way at all. Jack stand, there you go. Left my head, I couldn't even think of it. All right, and there we go. Our jack stand is just kind of chilling there. Again, this just in case the jack starts to lower, but we're not really going to be underneath the car, so I'm not too worried about it. So let's get both wheels off. so I guess we're gonna end up starting on this side. I found my AWR beanie, by the way. You're probably like, holy crap, he switched beanies. All right, so now that we're sitting here staring at this, here is your vertical arm. You can see it is hollow. It's hollow as hell, which is why CETA came up with their design where you can just come through this, right? Because it's thin, dude. Like that flexes. You got these bushings that are gonna flex because they're soft. So up here we're gonna have an 18 and an 18, and then down here you're gonna have your big 27, which runs all the way through to the other side over here. So what we're first gonna start by doing is getting this 27 off. I'm gonna highly suggest you use impacts for this. You can probably use your hands if you want to be a man, but impacts save your back and your muscles and all that other stuff. So there we go. We got the 27 out. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up top and we're gonna get this 18 out. But I'm gonna put y'all on my tripod for this. So y'all, I'm gonna see if I can't set y'all up like right here where y'all can see what I'm doing. There we go. You can actually see kind of what I'm doing in here. Okay. Eighteen's out. See if we can't just get this one. There it goes. Okay, well that one kind of came all the way out. I gotta go get my purse real quick. All right, grabbed my purse. We're just gonna give this one a couple up taps down here. And same with this one, see if we can't get this to, there we go, to come out of its home. So, and I wasn't hitting that one very hard at all. So as you can see now, it is slightly bound up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flop y'all around over on this side. And you can see we have this bolt sticking out. I don't think that's a 27, so let me go get the size for that. I know it's gonna be like a 24 probably. Yeah, it's gonna be a 24. All right, so that one's a 24. And what we're gonna do to help this one come out of the load is just back it out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my pry bar here and I'm just going to end up propping it up like so to be able to push on that as I, and it backs that bolt out. Okay, so yeah, you just keep backing out this humongously long bolt that goes all the way through there. That's what Ford came up with. I'm gonna flap y'all back on this other side. Now we got this that's up here. So I'm gonna take it, smack it straight down, it'll come loose, and obviously we're just gonna get it out. You do kind of have to finesse it. And again, Ford has this. Smashed the fuck out of my finger. But yeah, you can see how thin that is. It's all one piece too. Hence why we did it this way. So again, same size, way thicker. So now what we're gonna do is slide this one up in place. Let's see if I can get y'all a little bit more actual in here so y'all can see where that little groove sits, right? So that's where that's going to end up sitting, is inside of there. Sit right in there, just like so. And then that's going to obviously even reuse the OEM hardware, so everything fits right through there, just like it should. This piece is actually separate, but what we're going to do is we're going to stick it in as one big piece because of the room that we have. So basically the same way we took that other one out is how this one's going to go in. Slide it up. And just like so. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this bolt through it, and that's just going to hold it in place. I'm not tightening this one yet. And then now the fun part is we got to get this bolt all the way back in there. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is having to have my jack. All right, so what I'm going to do is just slightly jack up where the spring is. And that should line this big bolt back up. All right. Where is my impact? Just gonna try to push it back through. Let's make sure that our billet vertical arm is lined up to accept this bolt through it. Come down on it. All right. Okay, and remember this, guys. By me impacting this through, it's not affecting anything. It's just helping it push through it because there's no threads. It has a nut and a bolt. So this is just help spiraling all the way through. We want all the way through. But as y'all can see, the dilemma, bolts here, needs to go through here. So what I'm gonna do is I gotta back this out now. Same way that we backed it out before. Just enough to where we can clear it out. All right, should be nice and clear now. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come down on my jack from over here. I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna push up on this side. All right, and you can see it just needs to be pushed over like here, and that bolt should find its way right through here when you impact it. There we go. Came all the way through. And so now we're going to try and put our nut back and start it. All right. And that's going to be our 27. We can go ahead and let off like that now. We're gonna make sure that's tight. I don't know the torque specs off the top of my head, but just make sure it's tight and you'll be all right. Tight and you'll be all right. And we're gonna grab our 18. Hold that nut. Again, good and tight. And there we go, guys. We have Brett's vertical arm installed. Everything's looking great. Let me take it out of this. And here we have it. All the beef. Fits all the way flush with there. Fits like a freaking glove, guys. It looks awesome. Again, we're gonna be trying this out at the track on Friday to really put it to the test. But man, does that look way sexier than this hunk of junk. All right, guys, so we finished the other side. Now we're on to the passenger side, and same thing. Just do this exact same thing we had. Got the 18 out up top. We got this hammered flush, and sorry, I got my camera facing the wrong way. And then we're just going to impact that all the way out like we did before, and then we'll be able to get this out. Remember, you have to get that long bolt all the way out because, again, it is just one complete big assembly. Like, you have to get the bolt out to be able to get this part out. So you gotta get that long bolt all the way out. Okay, again, I'm just doing this to show y'all, to clarify, because I want people to be able to do this on their own, and I don't want people to be confused, right? So now we have the billet vertical arm in place. It is just has the top bolt through it, and it's loose, right? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our jack, and we're putting it underneath, basically right where our spring goes. I gotta go short throws because I don't want to accidentally hit my camera right now. And that's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to line up these two pieces right here that you see. As you can see, this one's a little high right now, so we need to bring up this whole piece that the spring is sitting on. Ooh, see, I hit y'all. In order to line that up. That looks pretty lined up. And the way we're gonna be able to tell is if this fits or not. I think we need to go just a little bit down. All right. All right, now that's wiggled through there. We have met the end of our billet vertical arm, so the bolt is now going through here. And you notice it's kind of hard to push. So what we're gonna do, take our impact, and we're just going to help it push through. That's as far as we're gonna go for right now, right? That's mostly through. So we're going to come down off that. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the other side, right? Let's see if I can set y'all up over here so y'all can see it. So now we're gonna go basically right here where you can see where our toe arm comes in. So we're gonna put the jack, we're gonna come over here. We're gonna jack up on this side. And that's to get this to line up with the bottom of our, bring it a little bit more over this way. I think y'all can still see. Yeah, anyway, so we're gonna end up bringing up the whole assembly here. And you can see it just needs to be pushed this way, right? Come down just a little bit. Oh, too far. And you can really push that by hand, right? Because it's still loose back here. And basically we're just trying to line up those two holes, that way that bolt can come all the way through. So we're gonna keep impacting it. And there we go. It literally came all the way through. So easy as that, guys. And there we go. We got that through. So now what we're gonna do is just tighten them all up. Come off this now. Make sure that that's good and tight. Don't want that coming off on you at all. Okay. And then we're going to do this other nut here. good and tight now. And just like that, we have our billet arms installed. So now what I'm gonna do is put the wheel back on, and then we're gonna take it for a test drive. Oh shit, I think there's a cop coming. Is that a cop? It is a cop. And he is coming down this way. We'll see. We'll see what he says. I think he's gonna want to talk to me. I'm gonna keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Okay, so they both just came down here. Just I don't know. There's one that went back that way, and there's another one that's like right here. I don't know. Oh, y'all can't see him. Fuck. So, okay, I guess we're gonna try another foot brake right here. All right, they're turning around. I think they like to sit down there and just talk, which is like what they like to do. So I don't think they're here for me. All right, guys. Here it is. We're gonna try again real quick right here. Just a foot brake again. If it takes a foot brake, then we'll move on to the trans brake. My fucking track, I forgot to turn traction control back on. Oh my God, okay. Or back off. Okay, so traction control's off. It fell on its face just there. So let's try this, okay? Okay, now it's taking it. Now it's taking it. We're getting no spin at all. Okay, so we're gonna try a trans brake. It's taking it, okay? That is my fault, guys. Holy crap. I forgot to do that. Can't believe I did that. So we're gonna try a trans brake here right here. We got some space. We got some time. Okay. Wheel spin, no wheel hop. There you go. Now she's alive. All right, guys. As always, I honestly hope these videos help y'all have the faith or the courage to install stuff yourselves. I'm trying to save people money, because the more money you save, the more car parts you can buy. So that's the way I view it. Anyway, I know not everybody views it that way, but again, I hope these videos help. I know a lot of shops charge premium dollars, and you know, some people like to mod their cars and they can't afford it because they can't do the work themselves, and yada yada. I understand that. That's why I release these videos, to try to help people give courage to do them stuff themselves. Now onto the parts. I was still getting wheel hop on E50. It was very minimal, and it was only at the track. After doing the toe arms and the bushing supports, or the Posi-Lock system that Brett came out with for the Explorer that we worked on together. And it was minimum, and I was able to mitigate most of it, but I was still getting some, right? And the one thing you don't want, or we don't want on our cars, is wheel hop. Wheel hop destroys suspension components. It fucks up drivetrains. It can fuck up a numerous of things. So you don't want wheel hop, right? And you don't want spin, because spinning isn't winning, but we're not here for trying to stop spin at the moment. We're trying to stop wheel hop, which is the bigger enemy in the picture, right? Because we can mitigate spin pretty easier. Stickier tires, wider tires, leaving softer, yada, yada, yada. You know, you name it. That's not the hard thing to mitigate. The thing that we're trying to mitigate here is wheel hop. Because again, you truly don't want wheel hop. So with these and all my street testing that I done, all my back road testing, on just pavement, unprepped surfaces, I got no wheel hop whatsoever. It was just straight tire spin, It honestly kind of felt like a big Mustang. It was pretty cool. So I'm hoping to go to the track tonight. Tonight's Friday, so hopefully we can go out there. Hopefully it doesn't get rained out. It looks like it's gonna rain today. It's on the radar for about 50% around the time that the track opens. I'm just praying that it kind of just dissipates and goes around us. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'll put that content out separately, just in case I don't. I'm gonna go ahead and edit this video to get this one out to everybody. So if they buy these parts from Brett, y'all can install them and know how to install them. This is something that we worked on for probably 6-7 months now, maybe even longer. Designing, coming up with this, and then now finally having the set in my hand and installing on my Explorer, which is awesome. So again, we just do this all out of love, guys. And guys, if you're in the Houston area and you don't want to pay the big shop money, I do installs on the side. PM me, whatever. All my contact information is on my website. You can message me here on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. However, I do installs. My prices are always way under what the shops charge because you're not paying my light bill. You're not paying for my mortgage on my house. I work out of my garage, guys, so I keep my cost and my overhead low so I can give y'all better prices when installing parts, right? So again, as always, guys, I hope this video helps, truly, honestly. And I love you guys. Thank y'all for all the support. Y'all are truly amazing. And until the next one, guys.